Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So I think like literally here, I was getting so much hate when we was rolling here, and I gave everyone this 28k target. Okay, and then we bounced up here, we come up here, ran into a level of resistance, came back, created a right shoulder, broken out. As you can see, we've fallen back to the neckline, the trend line. Previous resistance becomes support. Okay, so you are in a technical target to $77,337. Basically, now you're in that technical target until you lose the pattern, because like I said to you, the pattern that's at play is valid until invalidated away. Now the way to lose this pattern is if you start to lose this trend line. Okay, you're losing key support, previous resistance becomes support, you're losing it, and down you go. Basically, you'll have a technical target to the downside. So at the minute you are actually in a technical target to the upside. You ran shy because this particular target here was the bump and run pattern on the daily target that I gave you on the nose. Okay, and equally the 1618 retracement, boom. This retracement is a little bit deeper because it needs more power to come back up and get to this technical target. And then obviously we've got the 107k target, which is the impulsive break off the 1618, the Fibonacci retracement, breakout, extension, 1618 target right there. Okay, so far so good. But what I'm going to do right now is just to remind people, you know, because I see so many horrible trolley comments saying I don't know what I'm talking about. But all I do is relay what I see. And just here, as we're rolling down here, I gave you all these targets. I even foretold of this pattern playing out before it even was formed. Okay, and right now we're holding the support of this pattern. So I'm nor bull nor bear. All I do is show you what the charts tell me. Okay, so just watch this clip.
Looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, you can see that when it's come up, this is why we think that this 28k round about here is roughly our target for a bounce for Bitcoin. We don't see it falling any deeper than that in this bull market. Okay, now the reason we do think that that's going to happen, but again, we're not got a crystal ball, is because this is an impulsive wave up, okay, corrective wave down, and then Bitcoin formed its new impulsive wave here, and it started to reach up into these new highs. And as you can see, what it's doing from that point, it's retracing. Okay, so effectively, if you do start to see Bitcoin, because this is a golden ratio right here, the 0.618, you see this? Now, if Bitcoin does start to come down and close lower than that on the weekly, then you're creating a reversal wave. Do you see this? It's a reversal wave, and potentially coming back to where you came from. This is why we do think that you may see potentially Bitcoin at this sort of price tag in this bull run. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not going to go to 200k or it's going to zero. It just means that it's coming down, it's going to reaccumulate into a reaccumulation zone, and that's where you're going to see that fifth wave, and you're looking at a potential really deep C wave pullback for Bitcoin right here in this Elliott wave theory wave 4 pullback.
So that's that particular 28k call, which absolutely hit on the dollar, you know, and a lot of people in disbelief when it came, but it did come. And you know, the 43k here, as you were creating this rising wedge, I was telling everybody here, you're rolling out the wedge, you run into resistance, your technical target's 43k. And I remember all the comments here, especially when Bitcoin rolled and then started to come back up, everyone was, oh, you noob, you don't know what you're talking about. But it's just a retest of resistance, rolling over, coming back to key level support. The pattern that's in play is valid until invalidated away, and this rising wedge, the technical target played out. And because you was falling deeper, I gave you the absolute technical target on the dollar, the 28k, and I told you that at this point, this is your low in this bull run. This is an optimal entry point, because just here you're going to start to come back up and you're going to retrace to this high, breaking out of that high. Because I found so many retracement patterns. There was a large falling wedge, there's an inverse head and shoulders that was forming as well, and all the targets were met bar one, which is the inverse head and shoulders pattern, which we are still holding. And this is why I can't express to you enough, the pattern that's in play is valid until invalidated away. So right now, given the retracement, Bitcoin is still in a technical target to 77k. It is until it isn't. Okay, so let me show you another video that I, you know, in May I think it was, when Bitcoin was rolling, I told you about a future pattern that will play out here for Bitcoin.
Okay, so this is just a future pattern that I'm seeing for Bitcoin. I can't see into the future, and don't take it as investment advice. It's just for educational and entertainment purposes only. But if Bitcoin now continues to pick up here and comes back up and it's this level of resistance, okay, breaks it, back to support, gets through the EMAs, comes up, gets rejected off this level of resistance because it's a trend line. Do you see that? Downward trend line, comes back like that, creates the right shoulder, breaks out, see you later alligator. We're looking at a 70k, a 79k, a 76k Bitcoin right there.
So that's basically a pattern that I spotted way back there in May as we were rolling down and creating these lows. You know, you got your left shoulder, your big head, come back up, run into resistance, fall back, break the support, and your technical target would be up there at 76, 77k. And lo and behold, you know, we've come up, we've got hit a level of resistance, making a new high, and we've come back down to this neckline and support. So right now, it's looking pretty tasty. Okay, so let's jump back into the charts. Yeah, this is the pattern that I foresaw way back there. I think it was around about this cluster here, way back in May as we were rolling over just there, and start to come up. And look, we got rejected off this trend line exactly like I said we would, and we came back to a key level support, come up, broke the trend line. You can see we never tested this previous trend line as support, and right now this is where we find ourselves, holding a descending level of support on the weekly time frame. So like I said to you just here, we've entered a level of consolidation, providing we can hold these lows, okay, not come down below this trend line, start hitting our head. You're not invalidating this pattern, and you're in a technical target from the breakout point up there at 77k. I was pretty close to 76k, wasn't I? But that is the actual technical target given the structure and the pattern breakout. So yeah, for me, I think that Bitcoin's on a journey, providing we can do what we're doing here, holding the lows. I do think we're going to come back up, break out, take out that high, and then you're going to validate that technical target. But with that, what you're doing, you're breaking this impulsive break at 1618, and you're putting a new Fibonacci extension, which gives you the 107k target up there for Bitcoin, okay? And you're holding this free rising valleys pattern as well, which was spotted by market makers. You know, full credit to market makers for that. But you know, I've not got a crystal ball, but sometimes I can just see things playing out, and this is my skill set, and I try to deliver it to you as best as I can. Okay, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but so far so good. You know, we rolled, hit the 28k, we came up, resistance formed the huge inverse head and shoulders, falling back to a support. So this is why I have to remain bullish. For me to say to you that we're going to lose and come down there would be hopium, because we're not doing that. Do you understand that? So there's no bullshit, there's no sort of, you know, bull market hopium. It is what it is. You know, it's technical analysis, it's pattern trading, and it's holding support for the continuation of the trend that you're in. So I know here people are calling for a bear market. You know, some top YouTubers trolling me on my Twitter calling for a bear market. There's no bear market here, okay? There's bear market opium. You're holding structural support for the continuation of the trend that you're in, you know, and so far so good. So let's take a look at the 4-hourly time frame for Bitcoin, okay? So in yesterday's video, I did say to you, we're forming this beautiful little Adam and Eve bottom just there, okay? This beautiful little Adam and Eve bottom with this rounding bottom like that starts to come back up, breaks that resistance there. You've got a lovely little long trade coming up to that, okay? You can see what we did yesterday. We're doing something that we've done before. I'm going to show you right now. We're running into the 4-hourly 55 EMA as resistance at the moment. Do you see that? So look, we're coming down. We've had a point of contact, and yesterday we come down, held that low, and we're starting to come back up. Now, if we break that, that could be a precursor to the fact that you are going to come up here, you're going to break out of that, and you're going to come up to that technical target, okay, just there. Because you can see, just here, in this downtrend, we hit the 4-hour 55 EMA 3 times before we started to actually break out of a WW bottom pattern just here, and came up, fell back to the neckline of a W bottom pattern, and then met the technical target, forming a double M top pattern, and then a deeper roll. So like I said to you, it's consolidation, okay? It's accumulation in a range, and it's doing exactly what I said it would do. So that's just a quick little update for you on Bitcoin today. I know I'm flexing, but all I'm doing is just answering some of the trolls, okay? Because there's so many trolls, and you know, I've not got a crystal ball, but I'll always tell you what I see. I won't feed you no hopium and no bullshit. It's just technical analysis 101. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.